to tell us about Kyrie?
Just right foot injury. That's all I can tell you. We'll know more tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
What'd you think about the way Dante stepped up to his game?
He was big to start and then to have to play both ends of tonight. I thought he did a great job defensively and offensively. It's not easy guarding Simons. He's one of the best in the league in putting the ball in the basket. So, but I thought just playing off of Luka and Kai, and then we lose Kai, and now it's just Luka and Dante out there. I thought Dante did a really good job of attacking on the double teams and getting to the rim. And then I thought one of the big plays was down the stretch where Luka found him on the roll, and he throws out to Derek Jones Jr. for the three. It was, that was really, really a nice play.
When you guys made the rally against OKC, you pointed to that quarter as that's a quarter. We were desperate on defense, and starting from that quarter for the next 6 quarters, you guys allowed 22 points per quarter. Do you think you guys have found something on defense, or has it just been a matter of better effort?
No, I think I think they showed that they can, play defense, and when you're, desperate, you kind of tell on yourself. And I thought in that Oklahoma City game, we were playing disadvantage, defensively, where we had to take the ball out of Shea's hand, and then we're scrambling, and then we're finishing plays with the rebound. And so I think, again, the depth that we have, if we can play that way, that's great. But right now we're running into some injuries here. So, but I thought the fourth quarter defense was good on the road against a team that plays extremely hard, and they just kept coming, and they kept the game close in striking distance, and we made some good stops and then capitalized on the offensive end.
Just another question about Dante. What does it say about he hadn't been put in that situation in an NBA game in years?
Yeah, I think, but he was just in the finals, I think, in Europe. So I think he understands that, the level of basketball, of being in a close game. It's at the end of the day, it's basketball, and you rely on your strengths. And again, I've said this about Dante: his basketball IQ is extremely high. He knows how to play. He's not afraid of the moment, and you can see that he's attacking, getting to the basket, and making plays. And so when you have a third ball handler like Dante, it just makes the game so much easier for Kai and Luka and everyone else who's on the floor.
What did you think of the resolve that you guys showed us? Sometimes when an important guy like that goes down, it's tough to do.
Yeah, I thought there was great carryover to start the game from our last game against Utah, and then the injury took I think some of our aggression away. We were just a little bit settling, and give Portland credit again. They played hard for 48 minutes and they made a game of it, but. There's a lot of good stuff. There's going to be a lot of guys playing. Omax, I thought, did a good job. I thought Keith did a good job in his minutes out there for us tonight. So we're going to have to rely on our depth here. And I thought AJ kind of gave us a spark with the breakaway dunk that got us going a little bit there too.
The offense mixed some things up in the fourth quarter with Derek Lively and ball screening actions like the stack pick and roll. He's still getting adjusted to the NBA. What are your thoughts on how he's kind of handled those different screening actions when you add some extra layers to it?
Yeah, I think Derek's done a great job of understanding what he has to do, being able to roll or understand if there's a channel 5, if someone's trapping Luka or the ball handler, just to be able to understand. So he's been a great receiver of running his routes, and we ran a play and he got the lob. He understands when he rolls that there's an opportunity for him to score, and he does it with force. He has great hands, and Luka trusts him. So I think he's done a great job of being able to read the different things that are taking place after the screen when he sets the screen.
Yeah, it seemed he opened some things up with rescreens when they kind of went with Jabari Walker in the fourth quarter. What did you see from Lively with rescreening and opening things up like that?
Yeah, they did a lot of things. They trapped Luka right off the first play play of the game, and it just showed that Lively was paying attention to what we thought was coming, and he benefited from it. So I think it's just, again, his IQ is his awareness of seeing what's taking place with Luka or Kai when they're being double teamed. Also, with the rescreening, to be able to flip the screen. He understands what Luka wants, and they have a great partnership that's developing right, on the fly.
One more question, I apologize, but Blazers TV supposedly said that Kyrie was taken out of the arena, and I didn't hear that from anywhere else, but it sparked all this stuff on the internet. To your knowledge, did Kyrie, has he been here the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when something like that is said on TV, it just goes crazy. I don't know why they would say something like that if that wasn't the case. So,
Well,
he stayed in the arena.
all
right?
reporting is not all factual, is it? Or should we all believe it?
We got to check on some kind of.
I'm not here
stuff
to
like
interview you, but I think he hasn't left the building. He's still here.
That's what I wanted to check.
Okay.
Thank you.
Cool.
So I asked Jason about the fact that probably it's been several years in an NBA game where you were in a position where you were asked to score a lot of points. But he noted, your play over in Europe and playing for a championship, that maybe this wasn't as big of a deal to you as maybe it seemed to some of us.
No, I think for me it's something I went over to Europe and I was doing. I was looked at more offensively, but I think my outlook here is being able to play off Luka, be able to play off guys and just be smart on the offensive end. And tonight I think I did that well and was able to create for myself. Getting into lane is what I do, and when they're all looking at Luka, I can just go past my guys. So that's what I try and do.
Well, how did it feel to have a big offensive night?
It felt good. I think just kind of where I've been at with my shot and everything, just to hit those 2 threes and feel confident. I think everyone's been saying keep shooting. There was a couple I should have shot, and they were telling me to shoot it. So it's been something I've been working on for ever since last game, and I'll continue to keep working on so I can be that offensive threat from the 3.
What's the feeling around the team when Kai goes down and you kind of have to regroup a little bit through something like that?
Yeah, I think one of the biggest things with our team is the next man up mentality. You see that right now. Me as an example. We have Grant down, we have Josh down, Maxey down. Guys being able to step up. So hopefully he's not out for too long. But we have a deep roster that are willing and ready to step up.
There were times often you guarded some of the toughest assignments today. What was important for you in handling those types of matchups to help set the tone for the defense?
Yeah, I think picking up full court, that's one thing. Trying to tire them out. They'll hit a couple shots here and there on me, but I think once it gets into the 4th and late in the game, after I've been doing it the whole game, that's when it kind of really shows. And even if I'm not on them and they're missing the shots, that was the goal of mine. They hit some tough shots on me, and hats off to them. But I think it was just a grinded out game, tire them down, and once they hit that 4th quarter, hopefully they slowed down.
Appreciate it. You're probably supposed to Kyrie. Is anyone on the team wonder, how hard that hits when you see that was a scary collision?
Yeah, man, it's tough, but no, we gotta have his back. Next man mentality. That's what he would want, and I'm glad we came out with the victory.
Were you able to visit with him after?
Oh yeah, of course he was right there waiting for us at the door when we came in.
Okay.
Yeah, he was good. Great spirits. Just happy that he's okay. When we got in the locker room, we all saw on social media how it looked on the picture, so it obviously didn't look too good. So hopefully have him back soon.
Okay.
What do you think about the way you guys responded after something like that happens? It's not always easy.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, especially the opposing team seeing that, and gives them life, a little bit, which sucks, but it's part of the game. And I think we took their best punch when they cut the lead, I guess, to 2 or something like that. And happy that we still have 77 on our side. Come down there, weather the storm with his decision making, and Dante Exum obviously, having an incredible game, and the bigs just doing their job, rolling, rebounding. So it was all a team effort.
Say 10 and 0 and 2 also had their share of this.
Yeah, we did. It was great. I haven't played this many minutes, I guess, since probably the beginning of last year or something like that. 36 minutes. So I felt good to be out there for that long and help carry the team with the win.
How helpful is it to have like another bigger guard like Dante alongside Luka? Like, what kind of challenges does that pose to the opposing team?
It helps out tremendously just because it's another ball handler out there, true point guard, guy that does decision making, gets in the paint, creates for others. Good finisher around the paint, as you all saw today, and what he did great for us was to set the tone defensively. Him picking up full court, asking us for a sub. It shows that he's going hard on both ends of the floor, and we appreciate that, and that definitely helped us and propelled us to the victory.